Hello guys, Wizardship bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. For today's battle we have the forces of Lizardmen, who are being led by Oxiatl, and we're hunting some Dark Elves and their Beastmaster on top of their Manticore here. So yeah, I've played this matchup a lot, especially in this map. If you remember, I had an army kind of similar to this one. I just had something else instead of SEGA. I'm not sure what, but yeah, I have changed some of my army, but most of it is the same. More than 80% or 80% of it is the same. So let's just jump into the armies and see what we have here. For my front line, I have 3 units of Saurus Warriors, the usual, for holding the line and killing some low armored frontliners, frontline infantry. We have 4 units of skin cohorts, 2 on each flank. I love these guys. As I've said before, poison, javelins, and they're the same as regular cohorts. I have 3 units of Chameleon Kings who are in Vanguard with some Dark Riders. They're gonna start the battle really fast, and we'll see what will happen there. I have a Stegadon here, one of my favorite Lizardmen units, Ancient Salamander, which is with its awesome missile, fireball missile thingies that kills infantry really well. For a caster, I brought a Skink Oracle on top of his Troglodyte. No other way to bring him, but I brought Opal Amulet, Earthblood, Fireball, and War Drum of Zwatek. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. And I have Oxiatl here with just his Master Predator. So I don't think I missed anything from my opponent. He has a front line of Dread Spears and 2 units of Hargonet Executioners. Really decent unit in this matchup. Kills Sauruses really well. We have 2 Shades in Vanguard. We have 3 Dark Riders also to put pressure into my backline. We also have a unit of Cold One Knights with Silver Chevron, a Manticore, a unit Feral Manticore, and a High Beastmaster on top of his Manticore with Whiplash, Tormentor Sword, and Beast Slaver. For caster, my opponent decided to bring a unit of a Sorcerer of Shadow with a Pit of Shades and Withering. I didn't realize at the time why he would pick these spells, but as we watch this battle, we'll see why. Really good player and really decent army. So let's just jump into the battle and see what we're gonna have here. So already my Chameleon Skinks are fighting the Dark Riders. I try to support them as soon as possible. I cast an Earthblood here. I should have cast a Cold-Blooded here as well. I'm not sure if these guys will run away or not, but overall we're not doing too bad. I already dealt with one of the Dark Riders. The front lines are gonna meet, but I was going for the Shade, so these guys, I don't think they got their charge bonus against Dread Spears. So one of the Dark Riders is running away. I hope it doesn't come back, because unfortunately I forgot to chase some of the battlefield. I should have sent Chameleon Kings to chase them off. So yeah, fortunately these guys are gonna run out of the white lines there, so that's good. On the left flank, I was able to shoot one of the Dark Riders, but the Cold One Knights were able to deal with one of my skin cohorts really fast, and now they're gonna go for the other one. And really well played from my opponent, sending the faster units to chase the Chameleons, the skin cohorts here. On the left flank, unfortunately my Saurus Warriors were not able to stand up to a Manticore, a unit of Dread Spears, and probably some shots from Dark Riders, not Dark Riders, the Shades. I'm trying to shoot the High Beastmaster with my Skin Oracle, but unfortunately my Saurus units break. And look at this, Ancient Salamander was shooting at these Harganet executioners for the whole time when they were fighting these skin cohorts, which is nice. These guys are really damaged now. With just one charge from my Stegadon here, these guys are gonna rout probably, even though they have Murderous Powers active here. So I send one of these Saurus Warriors to deal with these shades, the other one here, but my opponent really well played, sending his High Beastmaster to do some damage. But yeah, he's able to distract these guys. Now these guys are gonna turn around and start shooting, which is not good. Ancient Salamander turns around and starts shooting at these two important units, the best targets they can find. Chameleon Skinks were able to rampage the Feral Manticore, but I don't think it's going for a bad target. It's going for my Skink Oracle, who's trying to get into the range for shooting the High Beastmaster, but my opponent, really aware, moves his Beastmaster away from him, unfortunately. But the Stegadon still tries to shoot it down, even though it might not be able to do that successfully. So one of my Saurus Warriors come back, but the Dark Riders and Cold One Knights who were chasing off some Skinks are gonna be able to overwhelm them. Let's see how many kills these guys are. Nearly 150 kills, which is insane. So Beastmasters tries to go for my Stegadon, but it's not too bad. I can deal with it. The Stegadon is really tanky. I use a heal here, and I'm shooting the Beastmaster with Oxyatl, doing some cheap damage. Unfortunately, both of the shots missed and doesn't hit High Beastmaster. If it did, he would have been in a lot of trouble. So unfortunately, I think this is it for my Ancient Salamander. He did really well dealing with my opponent's high tier infantry, but with Feral Manticore and Shades shooting him and Feral Manticore just slashing at him, and with the Dread Spears also getting there, I don't think he's gonna be able to survive that, unfortunately. So all of my Skink Oracle shots have missed probably. I'm not sure what's happening here. So let's see what units I have remaining. I have some Chameleon Skinks who are being chased by Harganet Executioners. These guys are not gonna be able to catch it, and they're gonna take some damage. But when I don't have any infantry remaining, especially in the current meta, this is really bad. So let's see how I can deal with this. Skink Oracle goes in for a charge into these shades, because yeah, if I leave them shooting, it's gonna be a really bad situation for me. Even Oxyotl tries to go for the shades. I don't want them shooting at all. Stegadon might be able to survive a bit more, so yeah, I'm gonna support him with my healings. And as you guys are seeing here, it doesn't look too good for me. These Chameleon Skinks don't have any more ammo. My only remaining units are 3 single entity monsters, 2 of them large, and my opponent has a lot of anti-large remaining. He still has some armor piercing bolts as well, which means these guys are gonna melt really fast, unfortunately. So I use the healing, and yeah, my opponent, look at this, uses withering to reduce my armor and leadership, and that means these Dread Spears are gonna do much better damage. The Feral Manticore, even High Beastmaster are gonna do really well. And I forgot to show you guys, but the Pit of Shades was for the Saurus Warriors. I'm really sad that I didn't get to show you guys, but yeah, the spell magic picks were great as well. He used it on my Saurus Warriors, and that meant those guys would melt so fast, and yeah, my front line just got destroyed. And as you guys know, this is a infantry meta, and if you don't have any infantry, you're gonna have a really hard time here. So I lost this game. GG to my opponent. He played really well. So let's see how our units did. Oxyatl 1400 damage value, nothing really great. 2000 damage value on my caster. Infantry got wrecked. I mean, my opponent paid a lot of attention to what spells would do really well. One of my chameleons did good, and Ancient Salamander, like always, does great. 1500 damage value, insane, killing a lot of important units and models. So yeah, I usually bring this guy against High Elves and Dark Elves. It does really good. SEGA, I'm not sure if it was the best pick. Unfortunately, I had no support to deal with all of these fast moving calves, and yeah, these guys just run amok and killed all of my cheap and weak units. These guys could have done a lot of damage to shades. They could have chased them off the battlefield. So really good plays from my opponent. Unfortunately, I didn't play that well. But yeah, let's just jump into the custom battle, and I just want to change some stuff in about my army. Let's see here. We had Lizardmen, we have Oxyotl with this, we had King Oracle here. I wasn't able to use my fireball, and I don't think that was the best spell here. The sniping didn't go as planned, so I think a Flock of Doom, especially in this meta, would do really well. I'm not gonna pick War Drum here. Opal Amulet would be fine. I don't think my infantry was the problem, so I'm gonna pick them as I picked them in the battle. The Chameleon skins also are needed here. So let's see, Ancient Salamander. Instead of picking, maybe cut one of the skin cohorts and bring 2 units of Cold One Spear Riders would be really well. I think this might have done much better. So you need some holding mass and some anti-large. I thought that Oxyotl and Skin Oracle would be fine for killing large units, but they weren't. So yeah, I need these Cold One Spear Riders who usually do decent against large units. I could have fought Cold One Knights and they couldn't have killed my large units that easily. Ancient Salamander, as I said, is there to kill infantry. Now we have Flock of Doom as well to deal with the infantry problem. So I think this might work better. Maybe another big dino with high armor would do well as well. Maybe cut one of the chameleon skins for Feral Bastardon. I'm not sure. It might do better, but I have to try this army out. So that's it for this battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you guys consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would really help me and my channel grow. I upload videos daily, so stay tuned for that as well. I also have a Discord server, guys. If you want to chat, talk about builds, send me replays to cast, send me builds to try out, you can find the link in the description. So that's it. Catch you all later. Bye.